Hello and welcome to the BBU update. This time with audio on the intro.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't. That's why I rolled twice. I haven't set up my hotkeys since I reinstalled.
Buttons are hard.
Buttons are
String-
hard. Speaking of hard, our numbers are dropping hard.
Not really.
Not
it was
really.
like
We dropped one.
probably never spoke his entire life.
Yeah. And as we do regular prune, heads up, at some point I'm gonna do the big prune, which means that we're gonna lose. Like, it's gonna look like we lose a lot of people, but we actually just use inactive people that like or dual accounts, stuff like that. And I'll do it when I have time. Because last time I did it, it involved actually individually messaging everybody that I didn't recognize as being an active member.
Isn't there a Discord built-in feature for it?
Yeah, but this way I'm actually sure. I don't like to leave stuff to automation.
Sure.
Like, you don't believe me? Go see how well the YouTube automation is going. So, like, no. I say no. Yeah. Other than that, let's move on to. I was about to say clip of the week, but
Jumping
BL,
the gun.
well, nothing happened.
Yeah, we're still forming teams. We're doing tryouts. I'm doing a tryout for Academy.
Ooh.
Trying to find an Eddie carry. I don't know. Maybe I can learn to be good at this one.
So you started when we had you started actually being the VL team, right?
Yeah.
Then you quit League and the VL team, and now you're back.
Yeah, in a lower division where I belong.
So what you've told me is we've gone full circle.
We have gone full circle.
Full circle. Let's go. Man, I wish I knew how many people we have watching. We have somewhere between 0 and 6 people. YouTube is on the same page, mind you, giving me 3 different numbers.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like cool. F1 keeps going. I think the races are getting more and more exciting. I think you have nailed the broadcasting.
It was a shit show last week.
Yeah.
Not with like lobbies. I don't think their lobbies were that bad. But there was just some shambolic driving.
Yeah, it happens. That's not on our end. That's on the shitty drivers, because they don't drive for Mercedes. Other than that, we have a big thing: vacancy positions in BBU. A message about this will go out today, and by today I mean before midnight at some place. Doesn't necessarily mean midnight where you live. Midnight somewhere. We right now need graphic designers. We have multiple positions, and by multiple I mean that I don't know how many positions, depends on your skill. Not necessarily your skill level, but where you're more focused. I think it's super cool to make logos all the way and like do stuff like that, or I'm more into doing merch stuff, or I'm more into like doing emojis that look cool. And like, you don't have to be like good at everything, but if you're like, I can do this thing kind of cool, hey, go on. We have video editor,
video editors.
Thank you very much. And same applies. Hey, if you like, I can do super cool montages pretty well, or I want to edit the next The Hobbit, just BBU edition. Hit somebody up. Hit me or Alex up for either of those positions, because they are really handled by admins.
Is there not an application form?
There's an application form, and there will be in the message why it isn't up yet, because I need to make sure that it's still relevant. That's it. Other than that, we have a new position. I'm going to call it an event coordinator.
Big word.
Big word. Big word. Yeah. And that position is very much defined by whoever takes the position. But some keywords could be, you know, organizing events, get-togethers, and just fun, but like, you know, not necessarily pulling the strings, but like holding the bucket kind of thing under the piss show that is BBU. So making sure that, you know, oh, we need a quiz for this thing. Message somebody that can do it. Or like, hey, running a tournament, that would be something you could do. You won't get super mud powers, but you get the powers you need, powers and tools you need to do your job. You'll be working closely with a staff member, that staff member being Viking, which means that it's him you should message about this position if you like. I want to know more about this. And there will be an application form as well. This is really a position where if you like, I want to work in the event industry, as somebody that works in it, any bit of experience helps. If you like, I helped organize events in the Discord server with 500 plus people. That is way more serious than I've organized a birthday for my friend.
I made a 5v5 football. Give me a second, someone's in my room.
Yeah. But he is right though. Like stuff like this really helps. And as more and more things get online, that's a cool way to do it. And it could be any event. It's you define the position. I really hope we get some cool stuff there. Yeah, that's what happened this week. I'm also back, by the way, from my vacancy of working. I'm back until tomorrow, then I leave again.
Nice.
Speaking of F1,
yeah, let's do it.
sadly, I have to see that Travesty is leading the championship and Gavin is not.
He did a rough couple of races.
Oh, Travesty crashes out forever.
Oof.
But he crashes so hard that his face hits his Suzuki card race.
Oof. Wow, that's actually quite a big lead as well.
That is a big lead.
25 points. Actually requires Gavin to come first, and Travis did not.
Which is possible. Travesty could DNF, and Gavin could win.
Could just pay someone.
Travesty, name your price. How much to take you and Tarashi out? Name your price. I'll give you one Apex Legends coach of how much they can.
Nice. Maybe
throw in a second one. But yeah, Travesty, Gavin, Soriati, Hodgson, Crispy, Manchu, Glenn, Psydox, Shaman, and Subsa rounds out the top 10. A lot of British people in here. And, well, Harry Potter is the only Dane that's still competing. But he hasn't beaten the old Dane that competed. Camerat. Standings. AlphaSori is right now leading the Constructors Championship with 219 points. Followed by
Mercedes?
Yes. You have the power.
And then Alpine, Aston Martin, McLaren, Ferrari, Williams, Alfa Romeo, and finally Red Bull.
And Red Bull has been the disappointing child this year.
Yeah, it's been rough.
I had high hopes.
Yeah.
Top for the week.
I'll go race for Red Bull, except I'm streaming it, so I won't be doing that one. I'm also ahead to the rest of the drivers.
Yeah. Man, Travesty is in the chat. Man, Travesty, the offer is up for you as well, by the way. So, messages. Number one is the boy himself, Macho, with 141 messages, and then Cabone. We forgot to mention something under what happened this week.
Did we?
We have an IRL channel now.
Oh, yeah.
That's new.
Because Callum decided to ask really loudly.
Yeah, and well, just like in school, if you yell loud, apparently you get what you want. Bradley takes third, Vipers takes fourth, and speaking of being loud, Callum takes 5th. No Alex here. He has not been the textiest chatter ever this week. The challenge that was chatted in was, not surprisingly, F1. Then Valve Academy team chat, and the Valve team chat. Well, they're looking for players and stuff like that, so that makes sense. LOL Tom, again, a lot of league stuff is going on. Arcade is out, and chat tab. At least 10 of those messages is pictures from me.
Yeah. Voice members. Well, Alex hasn't been the textiest talker. He's definitely been the talkiest talker with 88 hours and 29 minutes. Followed by Bradley with 59 hours and 27 minutes, and Halfling with 31 hours and 30 minutes. Wilder not far behind with 30 hours and 9 minutes, and Connor just behind again, 27 hours and 8 minutes. These hours have been spent in game 1, 292 hours. What?
That's a big lead. 292 hours compared to like 34.
What happened? What happened in game 1?
I think that was where they played D&D, but I'm not sure.
Oh, could be. League of Legends won 39 hours and 36 minutes. VL 27 hours and 30. VLA just shorter, 25 hours and a minute. And totally with 11 and a half hours.
Let's go. I'm at least 35 minutes of those. Meme of the week. I assume that a League of Legends champion is trash. Right?
Yep, that's correct. Yep.
Posted by Goldie, Megan, our Austrian field moderator. Speaking of Goldie, let's go to clip of the week.
High track speed, vodka no limit. Watching me on Pornhub, Siberia, Paris transit. I like Kazakhstan, I like Maria and Juan. Do you like my pretty pussy? Direct Instagram. Oh, my friend, come to Russia for weekend. Oh, my friend, narcotic don't forget. Journey in Kamazan race, LSD Sputnik to space. If you like romantic games, I'm sitting on your face.
You so sexy Russian girl, прыгай в мой фургон танцпол. Drink shot, fireball, drink it all. Dance all the night, guys, gangsta paradise. Absolute Karpaz, Russian Patin Kamaz. Russian Patin
Kamaz.
Okay, so I apologize. Viking is full of estrogen.
Vikings full of estrogen.
Estrogen.
That was awful. I heard that so much.
I understand why it won. So Mike here laughs. What's it called? Where are all the F1 VODs? Well, as we discussed earlier, F1 is bad.
A shit show. It's awful. Game terrible.
It cuts the what's it called?
Kicks us out, crashes.
Yeah, and it cuts the stream up in multiple segments because that's how Twitch works. Because they think in their infinite wisdom, yes, that's exactly what you want to do. Even if you're gone for 5 seconds, no, let's make a new stream and not stitch them together in any way. Unlike the better platform YouTube, which is obviously perfect. No, but that's why technical limitations. It's broken. The game is bad, and it takes a lot of time to make it to the state where it is right now, and so it's right now not a possibility. It will happen from next season. That's the plan. That they will get uploaded straight to YouTube. We will record them separately.
If you ask me really, really nicely and really, really loudly, like Callum did with IRL, I may do the rest of the season, but I think it's not worth it to do halfway through the season.
Yeah, well,
But if you really, really want them, I'll figure it out, I'm sure.
we will think about it. If you have any more questions, shut them up in the chat and we will answer them. Ouch. Do you have anything else you want to add?
You dragged me away from my cup of tea for this. I hope you're happy.
I can show you this pink can of Monster for your comfort. Because I don't have an egg. And with that bombshell, see you guys tomorrow for the F1 race where we race around the not the slutty circuit, but somewhere in Russia.
Sochi.
Sochi. Bye.